FuzzJockRadio!
Hut, hut, hike!
So, like, guys, I totally forgot to record the first part of the podcast.
What?
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like all that stuff that we said that was really awesome and insightful and...
Yeah.
The brilliant takes that I had just 5 minutes ago.
All of it is gone. It was probably about, a nice 10 to 15 minutes worth of conversation. I'm really sorry. You know me, I forget some stuff,
Yeah.
fuzzy memories, like we named the trivia show after my brain not remembering stuff. So.
Well, what do we do now?
Makes sense now.
I don't know. I haven't never encountered this before.
So I guess we just start over.
No. Can we start over?
Yeah. We can do whatever we want.
Or we just
start
right now?
Yeah, this is actually the start.
Right now.
We interrupt this program to bring you this program already in progress.
With Cook running as much as he is, I think that's just where they've got to find that balance. They're only 4 games in, so 2-2.
It's still early.
Yeah.
And
they'll be okay.
Look at it this way.
Yeah.
Did they score more than 3 points?
Just barely.
I'm serious. I didn't see the game. Did they score more than 3 points?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm answering. Just barely. They scored 6.
Okay. So we're better than the Baltimore
touchdown.
Bengals.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
We're better than the Bengals.
It could be worse.
Yeah, Jameis, he's our positivity.
Yeah.
Vikings positivity guy.
He needs a little gong.
I'm happy that I've been working most of the time when the Vikings are playing because I don't know. I don't want to sit here I don't want to sit here and watch these games and then I have the games on over the radio if the Twins aren't playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. The Twins are fucking awesome, huh?
Well, yeah, it's mostly about the Twins this year for Minnesota. Everyone's kind of forgotten that the Vikings are even in town right now just because of how big the Twins fever is. I don't mean it like that exactly. Everyone, of course, is never going to forget the Vikings. But I'm just saying I know a lot of people who are picking to watch Twins and pay attention to Twins stuff over Vikings right now.
No. So there was just to get back to a little bit of football here. There was a couple things that were weird this last week. Like a couple things happened in the Lions and Chiefs game. I heard. Yeah.
So the Lions and Chiefs game was wild. Not only was there a reviewed no catch that was a catch that was a touchdown that they took away. There was also a fumble at the goal line, which the rest of the players thought was a dead play, but was actually a fumble, and only one player responded by returning it for a touchdown, and so thus it was a touchdown.
And everyone's like, "Where's that guy going? Doesn't he know the ball's dead?"
No one chased him down. Anything. He was the only person who picked up the ball and ran, and it was a fumble for a touchdown. But replay was a big part of this game, and so I just kind of wanted to open up the replay book in football. What you guys kind of think on it before I finish up with like what specifically happened in this one, in my opinion. But what happened was he caught the ball, he went out of bounds, he kind of bobbled it, and they called it a touchdown originally. They went to the replay and they took it back. So what do you guys think of these type of plays?
Robert, you have any thoughts on that?
I think it needs to be clear and just really clear as far as seeing anything turned over, what's called on the field, and they should go with whatever is going to be harder to turn over, basically. So, in that situation, I think that they should have stuck with what they called originally. That happened in a Vikings game earlier this year too, where they took back a touchdown. That was so. I don't know. It seems to be too much. Like they're going too far with it, kind of like with the replays on penalties. That's definitely was weird seeing that challenge when they challenging penalties. It's just definitely unusual. It doesn't feel right. Yeah. It doesn't feel like it's they're playing the game anymore. If they're doing it quick enough, kind of like with baseball, where they're going to be calling strikes without having somebody the actual umpire there. They're thinking about going with the robot. It's all getting automated. So the robots are taking our jobs.
Oh no!
We talked about that in an earlier podcast where in baseball, our friend Splinter would be cool with it as long as they're actual robots on the field making those calls with their own AI personality. But it definitely does take away a certain element of sports, because we're not ones and zeros. We're not binary beings, and
well, and at the same time, some plays are just really close, and there's certainly plays that demand another look at, because it can happen so fast, and in a tight game, if their stakes are high, I think that's fair to look at that.
I agree. I think that's all. I think these are all really good points. Like, especially with, like you were saying earlier, Kobe, with it needs to be clear and all this stuff. Like, it was clear in the Des Bryant one that he was making a football move, extending the ball forward, clearly had the ball, and they still couldn't. It wasn't a catch, even though he made the motion. It's clear, you can see it. If you can see it, it's definitely what it is. You know what I mean? That's what it should be. The one thing that was weird about this one in the Lions game is I actually agree with them reversing it, because normally I'm on the side of not flipping these.
Yeah.
But this one was what they were saying was happening. It made sense. He didn't have possession of the ball when they called the touchdown. He had possession of the ball out of bounds. And when you watch the play thinking of it that way, it actually made complete sense to me for this specific penalty or reversal. It was very weird because, like I said, I'm pretty much always on the side of not reversing these. But when they read the letter of the law, it was like, oh yeah, that's clearly what's happening there. So thus, that's an incomplete pass. So it was very controversial.
So then we're all basically agreeing that replays are okay to have as long as they're not being abused.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's going to come with the territory. If you don't have replays, you're going to have close calls that aren't right and can really make you salty. Even with replays, you can get reversals that can make you salty. It's just the way she goes.
I think they need to let them finish it out, because in the Vikings game there was a time where Diggs caught it, and then they called it a fumble, and they blew it. So he caught it, he made a motion with it, fumbled it, and then Bears picked it up, but they blew it dead.
Why would you do that?
So you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, one of the Bears, if it's a defender picking it up, he's more likely to fumble it again, because that did happen again later in the game where they recovered a fumble and then they fumbled it and Vikings got it back.
Absolutely.
So they blew it dead after, I'm pretty sure it was Diggs, fumbled it after he caught it, took like 2 steps, dropped it. They blew the play dead. But if they wouldn't have, who knows how that would have turned out. I mean, it could have worked out better for the Bears. They could have ran it back for a touchdown, but they could have fumbled it as well, and then the Vikings would have got that ball back. So it's just like they've got the benefit of the replay. They're able to go back and check it out. They need to let them finish it out to make sure that whatever they call or whatever they're going to reverse gets the full benefit of what actually could have happened or what they think could be challenged.
And that's what this Lions game had and Chiefs game. I mean, it had a game where they played it out, or a play where they played it out. They didn't blow the whistles. It had a reversal that actually made sense to the letter of the law. This was a great. I know that I came kind of trying to amp us all up against replay, but this was actually a perfect game for officials to do their jobs correctly. So it was a very interesting game. Very bad for the Lions. I'm sure they would hate it because pretty much every call went against them. But it was very interesting. Yeah, I just wanted to get everyone kind of input from that because it was a weird game.
So our end statement is not all replays.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. Oh, and another weird thing this weekend. Did anyone else notice that the Browns actually look good? That was weird.
Yeah, that was very strange.
What the heck? Yeah, they actually. I have to give it to them. They
Like-
looked good.
like
so
they looked
congratulations,
handsome?
Browns.
Yeah, they looked good, like
They
handsome.
look handsome.
No, they had a
Yes,
good game.
they looked very handsome.
Very good
You know,
game.
we sound handsome.
We do sound handsome.
Yeah, so that's that.
Yep, that's the NFL. NFL, baby.
NFL.
Just before we go on with any more sports, once again, we do have our friend Intelligent Design in the studio with us tonight. He is a hip hop artist from Mankato. He is the booker of FuzzJockRadio hip hop shows. He is awesome, dude. Has a couple CDs out. What's going on, Robert, with your hip hop career there?
Oh, I'm gonna be going to a Vikings game here in November.
Oh yeah,
Trying to get some tickets. Cheapest tickets online are $160.
jeez.
And that's upper deck right now. So it's against, I think it's November 18th or 17th. I think it's against Denver, maybe. But my sister's going to be coming here from California. She's just going to be coming for the weekend. She wanted to go to Vikings game.
That'll be
So,
fun.
just coming to check out Minnesota for a few days and then go to the Vikings game. Other than that, with music stuff, I just bought an audio interface so I can start recording at my house.
Oh, nice.
So I was setting that up before I came over here. That's why it took me a little bit. Evil Deeds was over, Ilpo was over. We were working on trying to get it hooked up. But I just went to Rap City and bought it. The audio interface came with a mic, came with headphones. So I've got the computer already, so I'll just be able to set it up and start recording in my basement. It'd be nice to be able to do it on the spot, like as it's written, get in there and record it right away.
Yeah, so it's nice and fresh for you.
Right. Or just like, after show when people come over after the show or whatever it is, we can make tracks and just get it recorded without having to worry about going back somewhere and recording it a different day. Do it in the spur of the moment. It's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And you maybe be able to bring back the Mike and Bob Hip Hop Show.
Yeah, we could easily do that because it's a recording mic. I ordered a Chaotica eyeball, so it goes over the mic. It's like a microphone isolator, covers the microphone completely, and then it just got the pop filter in the front. I'll have an extra pop filter, and so basically it's a portable sound booth. I could record at the train tracks and still sound good.
Yeah, nice.
That's fantastic.
The mics we're using are really good too.
Yeah.
You can hear that train in the background?
Yeah, I can.
That train that train right now is in Arizona.
Exactly. Yeah, I went high tech for this. Yeah, so that's nice. Do you have any shows coming up or anything like that?
Yeah, a bunch of them. So I'll be playing I'm hosting the show, the Fuzz Talk Radio Hip Hop Showcase, October 11th at Red Rocks. Headliner will be Dwinell Rowland, got Jake Giller on there, Delur, a bunch of people. Also, October 12th, I'll be playing in St. Cloud at the Keller Bar. And then October 19th, I'll be playing in Rochester at some art gallery place. So
Nice.
I have some details on that soon. They haven't announced it yet, but should be a good show. That'll be the second time in Rochester this year, so it's always nice to get out there. Didn't play there until I think 2 years ago was the first time I played, and then it's like it's a yearly party this guy throws for Dr. Seuss' birthday. So I played that the past couple of years, and then this year, and then this one coming up, and then Fargo on November 2nd with Shoba, and then Modest Music's on that one too. A bunch of other dudes from Fargo. I just went there on last Thursday, entered a freestyle battle.
And you won.
I didn't win this one.
Not this one.
I won the
no,
last one.
unfortunately
The
not.
last one they had, I won that. This one, the guy that I lost to Jance in the championship. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was a good time. Really, Fargo's always awesome. Dude up there, Kip G, he's tight. He was one of the hosts. He's friends with Foodhead, so talked to him about that a little bit. And then,
If you ever need any help out there, you can bring me along
yeah, for sure.
backup.
Hey, you know Fargo,
yeah.
James?
Oh, I know Fargo.
Nice.
Fargo's awesome. And then I played
Ed,
in Grand Forks on Friday, so it was like a all ages show, so it was a good time. It was at a record store / hot dog restaurant.
Cool.
Yeah, I had this awesome Chicago dog. It was great.
Oh yeah, I saw on Twitter you had a dog with like pickle on it.
Yeah. It's a Chicago dog, so it's got like pickles, relish, onions, tomatoes, some peppers. No ketchup. That's their thing. They'll put mustard on it, but
no ketchup.
Can't put ketchup on a Chicago hot dog.
No.
And then you also learned how to slam dunk, I saw.
Yeah, dunked it outside of the venue.
Doctor.
Before the show, we were hanging out.
Kobe for nothing.
Right. So we were playing. We're just shooting around a little bit before the show, messing around outside, smoking, and Jance had just came back from, I don't know, Starbucks, something like that. He had an expensive coffee, and then some girl was there. It was bring your own beer, so she had her beer there, and some other guy had his beer on the table. And I shot the ball, and I missed, and it hit the table, and everybody's drinks just went everywhere. It was pretty funny. They weren't laughing, but I thought it was pretty funny. He just spent like $5 on a coffee, and it's gone. But yeah,
Kobe.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then there's my birthday show at Red Rocks, November 8th.
Nice.
That'll be a good one. Frank Knight's coming from New York. He's bringing a couple other people with him from New York.
The Frank Knight?
The Frank Knight.
The Frank Knight.
They're a lot of fun. They're really, really quick rappers and.
Oh yeah, he's dope. He's not bringing the same guys he brought last time. Those guys were dope too, but he's bringing a couple other people. A girl, Jenna Fair, and then RK Tech.
Okay.
I looked up some of the stuff on YouTube. Seems to be doing pretty good. And then, yeah, that should be a good one. Cold Sweat, he was the one that hosted that battle up in Fargo. He books at the Aquarium. He's coming down to play that show too. And then Carnage is coming to Red Rocks December 13th.
And that's his birthday party as well.
Yeah, it's his birthday party. His birthday's technically December 14th, but he doesn't have a show on that day because it's his birthday. So technically, if we go a little bit past midnight, he's going to play his birthday in Mankato. So
yeah, sweet.
But we're celebrating his birthday that night. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, yes, you
That's
are
fabulous.
busy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of things coming up.
Yeah, good job. Good job to keep it going. And I can't wait to hear what your new studio sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be good. I was working on doing a studio up in that building up by Menards or Home Depot, whatever that place is. It's like the Mankato Government Center. I was working with U-City, but that ended up not working out. So, I mean, it's there. There's a studio up there. So if anybody wants to record in that studio, you can hit up Young Black. He's got the keys. I got the keys still, but I'm not really going to be doing that. I'm trying to set up my own stuff now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love the self studio.
Yeah, DIY. That's what you got to do.
That's how we do it in Mankato.
Yeah.
And that's how I do this in Fuzz Talk Radio. Just to throw out a quick little promo, since we're halfway through the show. Fuzz Talk Radio is self-owned, self-created, self-financed. And if you like what you're hearing tonight, or also any of the music that's playing throughout the week, we have 24 hours, 7 days a week music playing on FuzzTalkRadio.com. The best way to support us, other than just giving me straight cash, would be to go to FuzzTalkShop.com. It's where we have a bunch of different merchandise, Fuzz Talk Radio shirts. Eventually there will be Digger Radio shirts, FuzzJock Radio shirts, and more. We got leggings, we got stickers and mugs and stuff like that. So go to FuzzTalkShop.com and start collecting your Fuzz Talk Radio gear.
Please, it's cool.
And
I also accept hugs and high fives.
we sold a pair of leggings the other day. It was great.
That was me.
It was you? Okay. I was suspecting it. Because I was sitting here talking to C-Dubs and his lady about how I have leggings on the store, and I never thought that when I was little that in the future I would be selling women's leggings for a career choice.
And here you are.
And the first articles of clothing that popped off of FuzzTalkShop.com was leggings. So got something going, I guess.
They're popular.
Kind of like how the Twins got something going on, right?
Oh, they got so much going on.
Twins talk. Here we go. MLB playoffs.
They clinched the thing. They clinched it.
They clinched the division
this last week, huh?
They clinched the division.
Oh man,
absolutely. Not just that, they also are the most prolific home run hitting team of all time.
They just got that yesterday at what? How many home runs? 302?
307.
307 to the Yankees 306, and boy, in the last like 3 days, it was looking a little rough. The Yankees crushed 6 homers in a game.
It was getting really close,
and man, looked like they could have just taken it. And then after we clinched the division, everyone partied pretty good that night. So the next day, it looked like the Rochester Red Wings taking on the Detroit Tigers. We still won. We still hit Bombas. That was a pretty fun game to watch. That's a look at Twins 2021. Is that game against the Detroit Tigers?
That was a beautiful game.
After they clinched, I saw a tweet of one of the players running around on the field without his clothes on. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was Romo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the pitcher we got in the trade.
So yeah, Bomba season, right?
Bomba season.
Yeah.
Bomba season is here.
And we clinched it on Rocco's birthday.
Yeah.
His rookie season coaching.
I want everyone right now, if you haven't seen this already, when you get a chance, go on YouTube, search for Baldelli Grand Slam at the Dome. Because back in 2004, a Rocco Baldelli in his prime hit his first career Grand Slam in the Metrodome off of Juan Rincon to tie a game in the 8th inning that they went on to win.
Really?
So, this is where I'm at right now. This man is the chosen one. Back then, he was the one meant to lead us to Bomba season and beyond.
I sure hope so. Like, it'd be great to.
Do you guys think he gets AL Manager of the Year? I mean, is it even a question at this point?
Who else?
I mean, Gardenhire, maybe?
No. Yeah. Yeah, those Tigers.
I don't know. I mean, the Yankees coach could get it any year. You never know with those types of things. I don't know. I think he deserves it. I mean, a rookie coach getting over 100 wins. His team's the most prolific home run hitting team of all time. He ends a 9-year playoff or division championship drought and the genuine playoff drought, because I don't consider the wild card the start of the playoffs. It's a play-in.
We got a 1-game postseason.
Yeah, I don't.
Now we got a series again. We got a series.
Now we get a series,
and I'm so excited. I feel the Baldelli magic, and I feel Bomba season, and the Baldelli magic.
What are the brackets looking like right now then for the playoffs?
The brackets, yes. The MLB playoffs. Here we go.
They look so good. They look so good.
I have for the American League, we've got the A's versus the Rays in the wild card, which takes place tomorrow.
And the National.
And they're playing at the A's.
National League wild card.
National League wild card is the Nationals versus the Brewers at National. So, I was wondering if we would want to do picks for this.
I'm in.
You guys want to do picks? You're in?
I know how to pick.
Picks, Fuzzy?
I've picked so many times.
Yes, I wasn't.
Just pick a winner.
I wasn't really paying full attention, but yes.
No, that's all good. All right, cool. So, with the playoff wild card round, who thinks the A's are gonna win versus the Rays? Anyone? Where you guys taking?
Man, I'm gonna pick the Rays on that one.
Me too.
I've been very excited with the Rays.
Well, then
since I just said the Rays,
then I'll pick the other team.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so Fuzzy's taking the A's. All right, and then so the winner of that game, So either the A's or the Rays is going to play the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the other side of the bracket has the Twins versus the Yankees.
Twins.
So we're all going to take Twins. So this one's not even a thing.
It is a thing.
No.
Come on.
There
It
are
is a
people
thing.
out there that actually. No, I'm serious.
No, I mean for us.
I've seen articles. People think the Yankees might win.
Are you
Pretty
one
sure
of them?
everyone thinks the Yankees
No,
are going to win, except
I've
us
just
three.
read about these people. I don't know who they are.
Well,
It's probably dumb people.
yeah. Well, some people
Probably
don't know
Probably
what
don't
actually
even know
what things are
sports
actually
like
going
I do.
on. Yeah, it's
Yep.
too bad for them. So with
And then for
go ahead.
the National League, we have the Brewers and the Nats. Nationals. James?
I haven't seen much of the Brewers.
We'll go
I
with
know the Nationals did pretty good at it on us,
Okay.
so that's gonna be my pick.
Okay. I'm going to take the Brewers. So,
And Robert.
and then the
That team plays
Robert.
the Dodgers.
Robert, are you picking anything? Because we'll have this go through with our guests throughout the week, or not the week, but
I'll go with the
zero
Nationals.
shows. Nationals.
Nationals? Okay.
We're
It's
gonna
October.
start including.
You're
our
so
guests
invested
these
in
things too.
Yeah. Hey, you got to pick for the American League wild card? A's or Rays?
The Rays.
Mm-hmm.
Rays? Okay.
Yeah, and who did you say the Astros was playing?
Oh, they're not
Well,
playing
the
yet.
winner of that plays the Astros. But since we don't know yet, we're not going to make our picks for that one.
Okay.
But I mean, unless you're going to pick the Astros, which we're all going to probably pick.
Yeah,
anyway.
Man,
pick
the
the
Astros. The Astros are
They
they're
had
pretty
the best
favored.
record.
They're pretty
Yeah.
favored to take it this year.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're so
I
great.
haven't really heard much about
Look
them
at their-
except for their record. Like, I haven't seen any other games or really watched any highlights.
Everyone's so impressed with their two Cy Young pitchers.
Yeah, they've got great pitching. They're playing better than they did the year they won the World Series. Like, they don't have to be dramatic, but when they need to be, they can pull out a win that's gutsy and they're down by 5 runs. They can easily do it. It's not good. But I think the Twins can take anyone, so it doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
Twins have a winning record against the Astros this year.
I picked the Twins for
Yes.
the World Series.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
didn't
Mm-hmm.
get that far.
Me too. Twins Dodgers World Series. Twins take it.
You know what I want to see? I want to see the Rays upset Houston.
That'd be cool.
I really want to see wild card take out Houston.
So it wouldn't just be a wild card too. The Rays have like they're like kind of a pitching carousel. They don't do the normal pitching thing that everyone else does. They throw in like an opener and then he only pitches through the first go around of the 9, and then they throw in a new pitcher for the rest of the after that for like 3 innings, and then they just go to the bullpen the rest of the time.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
They play
So
the
it'd be-
bullpen game.
Yeah.
Baldelli does that quite a bit. Or had
Yeah,
to
they do
a
it
lot
a little
while
more
shoring up
extreme.
our bullpen there in the latter half of the game
Yeah.
season.
But they do it to an extreme.
So is that all the picks?
Yeah, I mean, we could pick Braves or Cardinals right now,
Mm-hmm.
Braves.
if anyone wants to. Braves? Okay. Fuzz. I'll take the Braves too. James?
I don't think it even matters.
'Cause you know that the
none
Dodgers
of this
are gonna
even
win it all.
matters. This is all just a game, everyone. Does anyone realize that?
Yeah.
It's all just okay.
Yeah, we know.
That's tough. I wish. I'll pick Cardinals. They're a nice bird.
Okay. And then, Colby, do you want to pick either Braves or Cardinals?
I'll go with the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Okay.
I am so excited for playoffs.
Yeah. No. You'll have to send that to me, the list, so we can post it online. If you want to check it out, make sure to go to the Facebook page of FuzzJockRadio or the Twitter, and we'll post that our picks. And so I know that we all want the Twins to win, but Are any of us worried about what else happened this week with our eyes getting hurt?
Arise is hurt.
They said that he might. Be
Yeah.
back.
He might be back.
That's the thing.
He probably won't. He won't play against the Yanks, but after we beat them for Arise, then he could possibly be back for the league division.
Yeah. What's your take on that,
series.
Robert? Where'd you hear this from? Where'd you guys hear this?
Well, it was on the game. They were talking about it
Yeah.
before or after, but they said that he might be coming back already for this series,
Oh, wow.
and that he only sprained his ankle.
Oh, is this just a sprain?
That's what they said. It was the lowest
High
level.
ankle sprain, right?
Yeah, lowest level of sprain, like seriousness. So
good.
he may be back for this series, which probably he will be back.
I really hope so.
It just didn't look good.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're supposed to see Kepler and Gonzalez back for the Yanks game. I want Kep back. If Kep didn't get knocked out, he would have hit 40 home runs this year.
Yeah.
He was on fire.
That
he
was
was good.
that was unfortunate.
Looking forward to seeing Kepler and Gonzalez help us take down the Bronx Bombers with our Bombas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really hope that Arise comes back. He's one of he's my favorite player of this season.
Well, this is the hard part, though. They have to decide if they put him on the roster for the postseason, even though he's injured. Like, they have to really trust that he's going to come back because they can only have so many people on the roster. So they have to make a decision how much they trust the diagnosis.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
I think they'll pick to put him on the team.
When do we know the final roster for the playoffs?
I don't think
When's
they
the
have to
first game?
decide.
I thought I heard
until
the deadline was Friday,
Yeah, that's what.
and that's when
Yeah.
the first game is.
Bomba season.
Bomba season. The Homer Hankey is officially making a comeback.
Yeah, I saw that.
It definitely
Star
should.
Tribune, hinting that they don't always have to be white. So some new color scheme on that thing. If they don't include the word Bomba in it, I don't even care. I'm not gonna buy it.
What? It's a Homer Hankey.
No. We need Bomba Hankies.
Oh man, I don't know.
The big
I like
push
that
history.
Mamba Hanky.
The big push on Reddit, the echo chamber of the internet, is Bomba Bandana.
Bomba bandana.
I like that.
That sounds good. The Homer Hankey sounds
so
good.
it looks
though,
like
too.
the list has to be in by the 31st, so that's tomorrow.
Oh, so we'll know tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we won't tell our audience again for like 6 days.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I was just
You'll
gonna say
have to figure it out on your own.
no, or you could go to FuzzJock Radio's Twitter page or Facebook page. We'll probably share that if we remember.
I
Which
forgot
we'll
about
remember.
the internet.
Well, you know what happened? Like you say that we will remember, or I will remember. And one thing that I forgot was to push record. So our podcast, you're lucky that you're tuned into the live podcast because
Oh,
you caught more material than if you download it later. Sorry, listeners, in the future. I
These things
forgot.
happen.
And that's what you can't trust my memory sometimes.
Yeah.
But
fuzzy memories.
Yep.
which is coming up in a short bit at the end of the show. Next we have the NBA talk. We got the season coming up here soon, and we brought in the expert intelligent design to talk to us about the Timberwolves tonight.
He knows so much Timberwolves.
All the Timberwolves.
He knows all of them.
He knows them
Yeah.
personally.
Okay, so take it, Robert. Take it away.
So the Minnesota Timberwolves are coming to Mankato tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll be here October 1st and 2nd.
Are you going to talk to him?
I hope so. I'm going to go up there. I'll probably put on my Marbury jersey. I'll just walk around, by the Taylor Center or whatever, just shoot a
They
little
might
bit.
confuse you for
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just shoot around a little bit, see if they need anyone,
Do you want to be our on-field reporter?
Yeah, I'll go up there.
I got a recorder.
I just don't know what time they're going, so I got to look that up. I forgot. But I think the practices are closed and you can't go in.
They usually are.
But I'm pretty big.
You're
So-
big, and you'll have a professional-looking.
Yeah. I'll have a jersey on, so they'll be like, well, I don't know.
Might work.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably a basketball player.
Yeah, let him in. And then, just shoot around a little bit, see what Glenn from down the block thinks, because I'm sure Glenn Taylor probably be down there. And,
take
this
out
year,
your professional recorder that I'm going to give you, and I'll give you a little press pass.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're like, look at me, I'm actually from the press.
I'll ask Ryan Saunders a few questions, and then
easy to do.
Yeah, it happens. And then apparently Rosas, the new president of basketball operations, it seems like we have a pretty new team this year, based on what everybody's saying about it. Gorgie Jang was quoted recently saying that he hasn't felt like Timberwolves have been this way before. People are coming into practice early.
Nice.
Building each other up, doing stuff. So
they're feeling the Bombas.
Right.
The air.
Yeah. It's in usually when one team from an area does well, it can wear off on the other teams, and hopefully that'll be the Timberwolves because they're all young. Towns is still young, even though he's a veteran in the NBA now. He's still really young, and he's the one that we're looking to lead the team. And he's kind of been the leader already. I think last season with the whole thing with Butler, and then. Derrick Rose is great too, but bringing in some younger guys I mean, Derrick Rose was still putting up numbers, so it was great. But I think the whole Butler situation kind of threw off last year.
Yeah, that did happen last year, didn't it?
Yeah, and so this year I think it's going to be a lot better as far as the team chemistry.
Yeah, Towns would be, I think, would be more better in his head with knowing that he is like now the team leader and stuff like that too.
Right, he's taking that KG role.
Yep, exactly.
And he's playing it well because he's a solid dude. He was an all-star last year, only guy in the Timberwolves. So, I mean, he's got the attention of everybody in the league. There's not a team out there that would not need him on their team. So he is definitely an elite player. And then Wiggins, a lot of people trash on him.
He's a funny name.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, yeah.
He's got a funny name.
Oh, you're talking about his last name.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's probably why.
You were mentioning earlier too that he's Kirk Cousins, like the Wiggins of the Timberwolves.
Right, because Kirk Cousins got a big contract, and now people are kind of upset or frustrated with him. That's the exact same thing with Andrew Wiggins. He got a big contract. He was supposed to be, they were calling him Maple Jordan because he was from Toronto, Canadian, and he was supposed to be the next big thing. But
some guy named Wiggins
is
going to be the next big thing.
But he's great. He's a great player.
Good.
He is really good. And people, they kind of bash on him or whatever. Like I'm in all the Timberwolves, the Vikings, the Twins, like the Facebook groups. If you guys don't get into those, you should do them. I'll give you the names of them. So that way you just see people go to town on this stuff all day long, just arguing, complaining, whatever. But you'll see the back and forth, and it's pretty interesting. And everybody's always talking down on Wiggins, saying he's not really the biggest thing with him is he doesn't look like he wants to play. Like he's out there, he's getting boards, he's making shots, he's getting assists, he's doing everything he needs to do, but he's just not really like passionate about it. You know how you like to see.
Like he doesn't smile.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's putting 100% in. Doesn't look like he's having fun.
He's kind of like he's high sometimes.
Yeah.
Like he's
Some
just
people
like
call
kind
him Andrew Wiggins because he just stands there.
Yeah, that's what I say, and that's the thing. Like Okogie, rookie last year, he's awesome, great player. I really, really like Okogie, Josh Okogie, but he's not going to get all the time that he wants, but he's definitely going to get more time this year. And they asked him last year, they said, who's the best? Because he was in the dunk contest, like the rookie dunk contest, something like that. I can't remember what it was. But they asked Okogie, they're like, who's the best jumper on the team? And he said, it's Wiggins. And they're like, well, why don't we see that? And he's like, I don't know, he just doesn't. and it's exactly right. Like, there's no better quote about Andrew Wiggins is, why doesn't he do that? I don't know. He just doesn't. And so it's
strange.
Like that's what Okogie said.
So like when you get an NBA contract, that stuff becomes optional.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he's playing good, but he just doesn't seem passionate about it. You know how Jordan had that killer instinct, or Kobe had the killer instinct. They make a shot or they get into the game, and he's
all
just
the
not.
greats. They looked like they were having fun and they were working hard all the time.
Right, just the competitive edge is what I think people. But he's still good. Like they put his numbers up against. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Jimmy Butler or Derrick Rose, and Wiggins in his first however many seasons had more points total than I'm pretty sure it was Butler over his entire career, and Butler's been in the NBA longer.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come across that way. He just doesn't seem like that standout player. He's good, but he's just not as aggressive as he could be. Like a Kogi.
He just doesn't do it.
He's really
He just doesn't do it.
He just doesn't. Yeah.
He just doesn't do it.
I just don't know why. He just doesn't do it.
He just doesn't
But
do it.
this year, they're and I was talking about this the other day. These guys are seeing the stuff that people are saying online.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially on Twitter, like in these groups, people get pretty disrespectful with things that they're saying about people. But
just the classiest of
on
the human
Twitter,
race.
it's just as bad, and you're talking directly to that person or to that whoever that is that you're insulting, and if these people that like Cousins, I'm sure is getting it a lot right now too. So they're seeing that stuff and they're seeing what people are saying. So I think with Wiggins this year, I'm pretty sure he's been seeing everybody has been feeling that way about him, talking about how we need to trade him and get rid of him, and they were talking to him today and they asked him about if he's heard of any negativity or anything like that, and he said, with people the way that they say things online, I just kind of take it not as an insult but as a motivation, because if they're telling me that things can be better, I typically say I could play better. So it's like he's admitting it, but at the same time he's also realistic as he's not getting insulted, but because they have to see it. Cousins has to see it. Wiggins has to see it. People in Minnesota are really vocal when it comes to not liking their athletes.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know who else got that a lot was Jake Cave.
Yeah. Well, I remember.
And his answer was to hit some bombas. So get with the program.
Yeah. So hopefully Wiggins steps up there
and hit some bombas.
Yeah. Well, Wiggins I think will be good this year. He will be good. We got what's his name? I just got their roster.
Oh.
And
they sent it to you?
Yep, they sent it to me via text message.
Hot up the
Glenn
wire.
Taylor just
Ryan
lives down the
sent
road.
it. Yeah,
Glenn
Glenn
down
down
the
the block. Glenn down the
Glenn
block.
down the block.
He hit me. He's like, yo, here's a text. Jarrett Cutler, the rookie, the guy that we drafted this year that I was not expecting to stay with the Timberwolves. Everybody was kind of saying that we didn't really need him. We were going to be trading him to, I can't remember who it was at that time, but never happened. He's still here. So he's going to be good. He was our first round draft pick. I can't remember what pick we were. I think we were number 7 maybe.
Yeah.
But he's going to be good. Bates Diop is coming back. Covington will be healthy this year. Last year, when he came, he was great, and then got injured and was out for pretty much the rest of the season. So that'll be good too. And I'm most excited about Okogie, just because I think he's going to be a great player. He's really he just hustles a lot all the time. He's always after the ball. He's always getting after it. Anytime he's in there, it's like there's energy. He's bringing energy. He's like when they bring Astadio back when he was injured, it seemed like it wasn't there. And then when he comes back, he's like the guy that's like the live wire kind of. That's how Okogie is on the Timberwolves. He's kind of that dude that just when he's in the game, he's in the game. Things are going well. Typically when he's playing. If you just get after it every time you get out there, things happen, and then they usually start to go your way if you make them happen.
Why don't more people just do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Wiggins doesn't. That's the thing is Wiggins could do that. He's easily the most athletic dude on the team, as far as like jumping ability, speed, everything. He's the most athletic dude on the team, but.
When he's on the court, he's just thinking about his Fortnite game, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know what he does.
Kids in their Fortnite, right?
I hear he's a good video game player, and he likes to play ping pong.
I could see it. I mean, yeah, but I'm really excited about Saunders too. I think he's going to be. I mean, he's going to be a great coach, and for how young he is and how well, kind of how he turned the team around and coming in as awkwardly as he did, like mid-season, getting rid of. What's his name?
Tibbs.
Yeah. I would hate watching the Timberwolves games because Tom Thibodeau, every time watching the game, just be sitting there and be like, who the fuck is yelling like that? Why is that guy? And it's Tibbs. You can hear him all the way up in the balcony. He sounds like a cartoon character.
He's on that train in Arizona right now.
Yeah, Tibbs he sounds like one of the big heads from Rocco's Modern Life. And, but yeah, Saunders. I mean, he's already. I mean, got respect before he even started coaching. Everybody knew who he was and has known who he was. I remember seeing him, Flip bringing him to games and being at practices and stuff like that to grow up into it.
That's what I was going to say.
It's I don't know, to see that.
It's like the movie Little Big League, but basketball.
Right. To see some people that were kind of like turning on him last year because the season started to not go so well.
Sure.
It's like, he's still young too, and it's the team. I mean, he's not doing a bad job coaching. There's no plays or calls that he's making that I'm like, oh, he did a bad job. It's the players. You can only do what you can. That you can't make them do it.
Yeah, that made total sense.
He's giving them the tools they need to do what they need to do. So I think he's a great coach, and I think we need to keep him because they were saying possibly of getting into a new and I don't know. I just don't see that happening, and I couldn't see him coaching another team. I think we need.
He's part of the family,
right? Just build around it. He's going to be. He's just as down as anybody that really likes him.
Exactly.
As far as staying in the state, it's where he's from. It's where he's going to be. I just hope that we get KG involved in the organization somehow, because he's definitely somebody that they all look up to. Like, he comes to practice. He's good friends with Ryan. So when he gets there, they're like, KG gave Ryan Saunders I think it was a Porsche for his 16th birthday.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, for his 16th birthday. So they like go way back, and I want to see KG involved in it. And he wants to get into the ownership part of it. And Glenn Taylor, I don't know if he will do that. But Glenn Taylor doesn't know anything about. There's a clip of KG talking on.
Absolutely do that.
Oh man, there was a clip of KG talking on some sports show or something like that, and he went in on Glenn Taylor and was like, "Yeah, the great basketball mind." Glenn Taylor, he was just like, he's like, Glenn doesn't know shit about and so
I
it was
thought
like,
that they had a good relationship though.
No, that's why he's not back.
Wow.
Him and Glenn Taylor don't get along.
I thought they did. I thought Flip and Glenn that went and found Garnett and brought him in.
Yeah, for sure. Flip, but not
Glenn.
Just Glenn Taylor doesn't know anything about basketball.
He's just
he shouldn't be an owner of a basketball team because he's not somebody that knows what's going on.
He's just this guy down the block.
Yeah, just Glenn down the block, and he owns the T-Wolves.
Like, think of your neighbor down the block. Like, you don't want that guy just, like, owning the Timberwolves.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that happens in sports quite a bit because not always are these billionaires.
It's out of control.
Know how to play.
It's out of
sports.
control. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's going to be exciting. I want to go to a few games this year. I want to make sure that I get in there as much as possible because tickets are usually not that bad, especially if you get in on a weeknight. And it's just going to be the energy that they're going to be coming to the court with this year is going to be really fresh.
Yeah, that'll be nice to see.
They don't have the clashing egos at the top. I guess I don't really know what Butler or not Butler. What's his name? What's his name? The dude that we just drafted. I forgot his name now.
Cutler.
Cutler. Yeah.
It's Cutler. I knew that one.
Culver. Jerry Culver.
Culver.
He's gonna be
of the Culver's dynasty.
Yeah, he's the one that I don't really know how it's gonna play out on the team. He's the one that I'm most concerned about how he's gonna interact with everybody. But everybody else seems like they're about winning games this year. However they got to do it, and I can't wait. I'm excited for the NBA. I'm really excited to see Zion play in the NBA too.
Yeah,
that's gonna be cool.
Oh man, I've never been a Pelicans fan, but I think I kind of will be now, just because I think he's going to be really good too. So I want to see how that. I hope eventually we find a way to get him on the Timberwolves.
Who's Zion?
Yeah,
Zion Williamson.
What's that? Is
So,
there a story?
Zion Williamson is probably the greatest basketball player of all time.
Before he even plays with the
Whoa.
NBA.
He hasn't played one game in the NBA yet.
So he's
but
basically
No.
like the Minnesota Twins in one NBA player.
Yeah, in one NBA player, he is a whole entire Bomba squad.
Whoa.
So if you can just search highlights of Zion Williamson, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's generational players. There's people that come around once every 10 years or once every however long. But
This is the guy.
he's the guy.
This is the guy.
He's the next Michael Jordan, Kobe
LeBron.
Bryant,
Yeah.
Michael
LeBron.
Jordan.
Not Maple
Right.
Jordan.
Sorry.
Right in there.
We're saying all the same names.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's the next guy. He is the next guy, and I'm really I don't know. I just want to see how this is going to, because he's
Zion.
big. He doesn't look like an NBA player. Looks like he should be playing football. So he's just a big dude that can jump, and I don't know. He's just crazy good, and he plays hard. So it's just going to be. He was the one when Barack Obama went and watched Duke play that his shoe busted open and his foot came out of the shoe. You probably saw the meme. Yeah. So I don't know. If you search his highlights,
Yeah.
you'll see what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
James, that'll be your new
My homework.
homework is
Look
looking
up
up
Zion.
Zion.
Zion, what?
It'll get you interested in the NBA.
Zion. I'll just look
Williamson.
for Zion in basketball.
Yeah. If you just search Zion, it's going to come up.
It'll
Yeah.
work on Zion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So next thing in sports, another Minnesota team played a big game just recently. Isn't that right, C-Dubs? I'm really bad with these transitions. I like it. It sounds like it's really forced, which it is really forced.
I'm prodding you.
He's
I'm
like-
forcing you to bring up the next topic.
You
to
guys
bring
know
up
other
MLS.
sports, right? Come on.
But yeah, no, like the Minnesota soccer teams in the playoffs nowadays. Did you know that,
Yep,
Robert?
so-
Yeah. They've
Yeah,
been good.
Kobe.
They've been really good.
Yeah.
They won it before they changed their name. Now you have what is it? Whatever
Minnesota United
Minnesota.
Football Club.
Yeah, but wasn't it? They were like the Minnesota Thunder or something before they turned.
Well, they were in a different league before that.
Yeah, that was years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was years ago.
That
But they
was years ago.
that's not the
It
same
was like
team.
North Stars ago.
It is the same team, though.
Yeah, it's the same team. They just
Oh,
changed
really?
their name, right? They got different
Yeah,
owners or
but-
something like that. But I mean, I'm sure that's different
Team-
people
the
now.
team kept growing. I believe if it's the same that I think it is.
So the
team
Thunder-
kept growing and elevating in league.
Yeah,
Just we're like we're gonna go for the MLS now.
right. They're good, and
It was
then
like the Moondogs moving up into the MLB or something.
their stadium is really
Oh.
interesting. Like, I've been to that part of like university or whatever. That it's like in Frogtown, basically, where their stadium is, and it's just popped up in the middle of nowhere. There used to be nothing. Now there's this giant, like, looks like it's wrapped in plastic. It's just a weird looking thing, but
It's
they're good.
apparently one of the best stadiums in the league, from what I've heard.
Really? It's
yeah,
new. I
like,
mean,
it's up there with the LA stadium is like they're considered on the same level. It's not like one's better than the other. They're like both like two of the top premier MLS stadiums in the league because the owners made them like fucking soccer stadiums. They didn't try to make it like any other sport. They were like, no, this already has a style. There's a supporter section. They did it right. So it's its own, thing. So it's a beautiful stadium. I love watching games and from it. I haven't been there, but like when I watch them on TV, it always looks like a gorgeous stadium, and I really want to visit it.
we should go.
Yeah.
time.
Tonight.
You guys should go to a playoff
After
game,
the
middle
show.
of the month.
No, next time you come back, I'm sure you'll be here sometime. We should go to a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I should come out next time LAFC plays MNUFC.
Yeah, just ride with the team.
I will. I'll hop in. They will just give me a ride.
Get Mark
Yeah.
I'll
Rosin to
get
give
you
you
one of
some
those.
tickets.
I'll get you one of those press passes and mail
There
you
we
out
go.
every quarter, so you can just pretend that you're well, yeah, I suppose you're not pretending.
No, it's real.
No, it's the real thing.
So, but
Really?
there's one more game left to play in the MLS season, and MNUFC sits they're second place in their division or in their conference at this moment. So as long as they keep this what they have, they'll have home field advantage in the playoffs, and they'll be the second seed, which is really good. And the first seed is LAFC, who clinched the Supporter Shield, and Vela, one of their players, now has the record for most goals in the season at 31. So that game, that was the LAFC versus MNUFC, was huge in what it meant for LAFC and what it meant for MNUFC. So yeah,
that
was a good game. I loved watching it, even though it ended up in a 1-1 tie.
So when's the next game then?
Or draw. The next game would be Sunday, I believe. It's decision day, so everyone plays at the same time.
Oh wow, that'll be fun.
Yep.
On the same field.
Have to go to a nice sports bar.
On the same field, all the teams at once.
Have that picture-in-picture going. Have 4 monitors going all at once.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Mega
what we'll
desk.
do. I think it's that time. You know what time it is?
Time for Fuzzy Memories.
Fuzzy Memories. Yes.
Yay! My favorite segment.
Fuzzy Memories trivia. The way it works, Robert, is that I ask questions. You guys answer those questions, and then you can steal. There's a lot of rules. I won't go over all of them. They change.
There's so many rules.
Throughout the weeks, more rules happen. Last week, James got 1 point, and C-Dubs got 1 point. And so we're at a total of 4-4. Yeah, so...
I don't understand how I'm not just losing horribly by now.
It's...
Wait, isn't it 3-3?
No, it's 4-4. Because you guys both got 3 points the first week.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm ready.
Oh, that's all right. No.
Do I lose a point for that?
No. No, not at all. And now that we have special guests, every time that there's special guests, we will include them in the trivia, and then keep total over time of the special guest scores. So maybe the special guest will beat you guys.
Yeah, and we change it every season.
Yep.
So
we'll theme music, B-roll right now, edit stuff. Wow, that was dope.
I love that.
C-Dubs is up first since James went last time.
All right. Fair.
okay.
Good luck, C-Dubs.
James goes next.
Oh,
Good luck, James.
James went first, episode 1. C-Dubs went first, episode 2. This is episode 3, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Monday.
We've made it this far.
Okay. James, which country's first ever home field football international? Which country's first ever home football international was played at the Racecourse Ground in 1877?
Well, back in 1877, this sport was very popular. Well, not it was popular because it was just invented in 1877 in Guatemala.
No.
Damn.
C-Dubs
Okay.
for the steal.
So close.
So I'm guessing a country name.
Which country's first ever home football international was played at the Racecourse Ground in 1877?
Okay. The United States of America.
No. Robert, for the steal.
Can I get the question again?
Which country's first ever home football international was played at the Racecourse Ground in 1877?
This is a trick
Oh,
question.
and what does home football international mean?
That's the next question.
Guessing
I'm sure,
soccer. Soccer.
Okay. I'll go with England.
Incorrect. It was Wales.
That is England.
That is England.
Yeah, Wales is part of England. That's a city.
You got it right.
Well,
Yeah, Wales is a city in England.
okay. Well, there we go. Robert won.
Yeah. That's how the fuzzy memories work.
Robert won. Okay, so James is up next. In a famous... No, C-Dub's up next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, C-Dubs. Ready? You ready for this? In a famous 2006 newspaper article, the then British Deputy Prime Minister, John Prescott, was photographed playing what sport? At least you were alive during this time.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say skateboarding.
Incorrect. Robert for the steal.
Can I get the question again?
In a famous 2006 newspaper article, the then British Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott was photographed playing what sport?
Who was it?
I think it would have been croquet.
You're correct.
What?
Wow. That's amazing.
Robert 2, C-Dub 0, James 0. Okay. Robert's turn.
Great. I want Robert to get all of these.
In inches, how big is the diameter of a basketball hoop?
Diameter?
What's
the diameter?
Those are different
We're
things.
breaking science.
In inches, how big is the diameter of a basketball hoop?
17 inches.
Incorrect. James for the steal.
16 inches.
Incorrect. C-Dubs for the steal.
24 inches.
Incorrect. It was 18.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, so that was question number 3.
Yeah, it was.
James.
All right.
Which team is as well known for their comic antics as for their on-court skills?
That's the Harlem Globetrotters.
James gets a point.
There he does.
Only a true sports guy knows that.
Absolutely.
And our question number 5 before our Dylan question.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's coming up, bud. C-Dubs.
I just won my game.
Good job. C-Dubs. What's the second event on day 1 of a men's decathlon? What's the second event on day 1 of a men's decathlon?
Second event would be running.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Swimming.
Incorrect.
Javelin throw.
Incorrect. It was long jump.
Long jump.
It's almost like a javelin throw.
That doesn't seem...
Partial credit?
What's a decathlon? I was thinking like a race.
Yeah.
So we have Robert at 2,
it's a
James
race
at 1, and
split into
C-Dubs
10
at
different
0. And now we have our Dylan question. And he has to walk all the way across the studio.
Is the Dylan question a buzzin'?
Remember to speak into the microphone?
Yes, it's a buzzing.
Okay.
That's a buzzin'. So
All right. Everybody hear this?
yes.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
You're speaking in the mic
Okay.
correctly.
My question is, after deciding not to name himself after an NBA player, Mookie Blaylock, what band titled their first album after his number?
Their first album?
Yeah,
What? The band, though.
the band.
What's the band?
The band name.
Oh, man.
Limp Bizkit.
I'm gonna say.
Wrong.
I have no clue.
James?
The band is Good Charlotte.
Wrong.
Okay.
What's the answer?
Band is Pearl Jam.
Oh.
They named their album 10 after Mookie Blaylock's number.
Wow.
10.
See, you learned something.
That's some great history there, Dylan.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Look
You're
at us all
welcome.
learning things.
Good one.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the end of our show. We once again really appreciate you guys tuning in. I will work on my transitions in the future, so it doesn't seem so contrived. We want to thank Intelligent Design for coming to being our guest today.
Thank you, Cubby.
And all the information about the Timberwolves, we'll have you back once the season is midway or so. Or if you have another project, we would love to have you back and maybe play some of your music on the show. And yeah,
Wonderful.
thank you, C-Dubs and James. And remember, you can head to FuzzTalkShop.com, buy any of your Fuzz Talk Radio merchandise that you'd like to buy. And once again, I do apologize for forgetting to record, but this gives you
For our download listeners.
For the download listeners,
You missed the best stuff.
It was
so
wonderful.
Cool.
And then we kind of
We
fell off
sounded
track.
incredibly handsome.
It was great.
And
very handsome. And it gives you a reason to tune in to the live show.
Mm-hmm. I just realized that when we come back next week, it's going to be Game 3 of Minnesota Yankees game.
It will be.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be something to look forward to. That's awesome. So.
Yep. It'll be amazing.
Bomba
Got a
season.
good week ahead of us.
Bomba season.
Bomba season is here.
Bomba season. Thank you for tuning in.
FuzzJockRadio.
Hut, hut, hike!